Hello, Startup Vision. My name is Elise de Saint Didier. I'm a recruiter at Chameleon Collective. I recruit for digital companies with a focus on digital marketing.
Hello, Elise. You are a recruiter based in Los Angeles, but working all around the world to scout talents for prominent companies, but also for startups. And I saw that you're very, very active on social media right now, posting jobs. And it's incredible because in those times where, unemployment is getting so high, it's like some sunshine, we need that hope, we need this good news. So what's going on the job market right now?
Hi, Florence. I think, everyone knows that there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. In the meantime, everyone is experiencing, obviously, a very difficult time. In recruiting, most than in any other job and category, we're also experiencing some challenges, obviously, as a lot of companies are postponing their hires, delaying the time of their decision. But the good news is there are some companies out there who have planned to hire and have found the right talent. So in this case, they still want to move forward. And there are some industries who, believe it or not, are still hiring and being very dynamic, which is, giving us hope that things are not slowing down entirely. There's some commodity items, companies which are still going in the e-commerce space. There are some great skincare, pharmaceutical companies. We're still hiring. E-learning is booming, obviously. So there's still some niche in the market who obviously everyone is tapping into. And we can keep support these companies, whether in the recruiting side or on the consulting side as well. So trying to see where some opportunities are to support both our clients and candidates, because there is obviously an influx of candidates in the market right now. So things are slowing down, yes, but people unfortunately are being let go. So there's going to be a lot more talent in the marketplace to support, and there is going to be a need for the industry and for the clients to actually navigate that crowded space when we get out of that corona crisis.
Yeah, that was my next question. In fact, the job market was very tense in the US. It was very difficult to find talents. So how this market has changed now, and do you think it's going to last?
So things are being shifted entirely, and we were in a situation where there were lots of jobs open, especially in the digital marketing space, with scarcity of talent. It was very hard for companies, for instance, to find growth marketers. It was extremely difficult to navigate that market because the talent were fully employed, and whether they don't want to jump on another opportunity or were very happy with their current position, didn't want to take the risks. So the market is shifting entirely right now, and we're now seeing some opportunities for companies to obviously tap into a way broader pool of talents. There is going to be now a lot of people available for a few jobs. Obviously, the pipe is going to increase in the next 6 months. In the meantime, the companies are going to have an influx of candidates they can pick from, and it's going to be really hard to navigate because, again, we're talking with clients who are conducting digital transformation and are looking for very specific profiles. So
yeah, so what are the most popular talents companies are looking for?
So in this difficult time, I think a lot of companies are obviously shrinking the budget, and they're looking for people who can help them drive growth, especially in the e-commerce space. Retail and brick and mortar is actually struggling. So it's a matter of optimizing the online channel and really making sure that they're going to find the right people there who can drive growth initiative and optimizing, obviously, the budget, allocating it right. So we're seeing an influx of growth manager opportunities in the e-commerce space, whether with large retail organizations or smaller startups. It's all about driving growth in a very competitive market. So people who do well with data, people who do well with CRM, retention, engagement marketing, people who do actually well with SEM in general, paid social, paid search, are definitely the one who are going to be able to find employment as soon as we pass this crisis. And those candidates are actually still interviewing, and we have some clients still hiring SEM managers, head of marketing, growth jobs for the most part, or data jobs, because data is something that is always going to be considered. It's part of the optimization that all the clients need to conduct right now.
And, we have this health crisis, which is really bad right now, the economic crisis that is starting and will continue for a while. How do you see the employment market shifting, moving? How do you see it in the future?
Mm-hmm. So it's going to take a while before things get finally back to normal. So there is a shift, obviously, in the industry. Some companies are going to be impacted more than others. There's going to be companies, obviously, letting go, and it's already happening. There are some industries which are going to still be going. Pharmaceutical companies, software engineering company, startups. There is going to be a lot more people looking for these right jobs. And there's going to be obviously some opportunities available for the right candidates. It's really a matter more than ever to connect people and making sure that we can support. We're obviously in that context not actively prospecting new clients. We're trying to service our clients in the best of our ability, trying to fill those specific positions we have open and supporting as much as possible. Like, we're really trying to help companies, especially in the skincare industry. We have some pharmaceutical clients, we have some retail clients focusing on growth, as I said before, but it's really a matter of understanding what are the niche in the market are going to be and support where we can, while building connections with some great candidates and helping them. And it's a good time, I think, to help them refine their resume, make sure that they're getting ready, because again, it's not going to last forever. So everything needs to just stay positive and be sure that at one point things are going to be back on track and everyone is going to be able to hire again. So it's just about managing the downtime right now and making sure that everyone is taking a little bit of time to recenter and refocus on what will make them to more employable in the marketplace.
You're absolutely right. We have to stay positive. And you are working remote in Los Angeles, and we know why, because it's so difficult to get around, to drive because of the traffic. So we see those, habits developing of remote working. Do you think it's going to last, or do you see other things happening in the job market and changing?
It's interesting because as an organization, Chameleon Collective is already working remotely. By definition, we're all remote. We've adopted this lifestyle, and actually most of the consultants who joined Chameleon Collective were all owning their own business. And at one point they came together and we're all working remotely and supporting different clients. So we're used to this remote lifestyle. It's interesting because the first question candidates keep asking us when we approach them for specific positions is, really, is this role going to be remote? Are there options to work remotely? How many days a week? What is going to be the schedule? Can we work remotely? And they want the flexibility. So I think one positive thing, if I may, during this crisis is giving the possibility and maybe giving leadership's team to realize that remote work is possible. Obviously, a lot of startups have embraced this lifestyle a long time ago, but for more traditional companies we sometimes deal with, working remotely is something which is definitely extraordinary. So I think being pushed by the elements to work remotely is going to force everyone to realize that remote work can be actually very productive. It can help people get a better work-life balance. And I think more companies are going to be adopting, maybe a day a week working remotely, and it's going to force work habit to change, which I think could be a really positive thing and could actually help talent be in front of the right companies when today was not possible. When a candidate obviously wants to work remotely full time, it's a no-no for some clients. So trying to force remote work as an effective way to actually be productive is a really good thing.
Yeah, it's a real shift in the employment market. Thank you so much, Elise, for all these tips and solutions and positive, and thank you for being with us.
Great to be with you, Florence. Bye,
Bye-bye.
Startup Vision.